Have you ever heard a speech or presentation and not quite understood the concepts or the ideas that the speaker is trying to get across? That's because you were listening to an ineffective speaker. Being an effective public speaker can help you in many aspects of your life, including both personal and professional. It's important to be clear with your ideas and points, knowing your topic well, and having correct and easily cited references. It's important to deliver your speech with confidence, meaningful gestures, and a great presentation. Today we'll talk about all facets of public speaking, including selecting a topic, executing an outline, and finally, the delivery of your speech. Let's begin with speaking about the best ways to get started on your speech, presentation, toast, or whatever the event might be. Selecting a topic is one of the most important steps. It's always great practice to pick a topic that you already know a lot about or a topic that you'd like to know a lot about. You will want to determine your purpose, whether it's to inform, persuade, highlight a special event or person, whatever that may be. When selecting your topic and your main points, you'll want to keep in mind your audience, being respectful of all races, ethnicities, genders, ages, etc. And lastly, you want to be conscious of your ideas and concepts, ensuring that they are accurate, concise, clear, and ethical. There are a few tips when it comes to the writing of your speech. There's a variety of sources you can gather your information from, including libraries, databases, the internet, or through interviews. You want to support your ideas with examples, statistics, or testimonies to build credibility among your audience. Organizing your ideas throughout your speech is incredibly important to the way that your audience receives the information you're giving them. A great way to organize your speech is by utilizing 3 sections: your intro, your main headings, and your conclusion. Your main headings are organized appropriately in chronological, spatial, causal, problem solution, or topical order. The intro and conclusion acting as a way to introduce and conclude your speech, to let your audience know what's coming and what's ending. Outlining is an important way to ensure delivery with ease, and a preliminary working outline that should include all of your detail, everything you're going to say, while your speaking outline will include only your main points for reference during your speech. Let's talk about delivery of your speech. There are different styles of delivery for different occasions. These include reading from a manuscript, reciting from memory, speaking impromptu, or speaking extemporaneously. During delivery, you'll want to be aware of your voice, considering the volume, not speaking too loud or too quiet, your pitch, including vocal variety, your rate, not speaking too slow and not too fast, and you want to focus on your articulation and pronunciation, and include pauses for dramatic effect or just to let your audience sink in all your information. The way you present yourself is important as well. Your personal appearance, your movement, you should avoid pacing up and down the stage or shifting a lot. And including natural gestures and maintaining good eye contact with the audience is a great way to captivate your audience as well. Sometimes it's necessary to include a visual aid, including a graph, a chart, picture, or a video. There are a variety of presentation tools and technologies that can help you out with this. But a good visual aid will contain minimal information, only including exactly the main points you want your audience to get, nothing else. And lastly, it's important to practice your delivery well in advance, exactly the way you do it for the real thing, so you know exactly what to expect. Delivery can be super nerve-wracking, but a good way to calm your nerves is just to remember these simple tips and take a deep breath before you start. So we can recap, the best ways to be an effective public speaker is to organize your speech with an intro to introduce your topic, main headings, including clear and well thought out examples, and finally a conclusion to end up on a nice finishing point. So the next time you find yourself in a public in a role that requires public speaking, remember these tips and you'll be great.